Hey folks, Lee Babe here once again. Hope you enjoyed my Christmas review of I'll Be Home for Christmas starring Jonathan Taylor Thompson and Jessica Biel, and that's on my channel right now. Today I'm going to be doing some videos, and first of all, we're doing another Batman review today, and I'll review Dark Knight Returns Part 1. But today I am continuing my Batman animated reviews. I'm now reviewing Batman The Dark Knight Returns Part 2. Which is a follow-up, of course, the same story of Part 1. Yeah. No, I think we're good. I think, well, I hope you guys can see me. But, Dark Knight Returns Part 2, which, what I call this is still awesome. Again, this is my Dark Knight trilogy. Sorry, but these two films combined, Part 1 and 2, even together, even if it's like 152 minutes long, still great, in my opinion. Still better than the real Dark Knight trilogy, in my opinion, these two movies. Another masterpiece, in my opinion, yes. Great movie. I love Frank Miller's comics. And this is still based on, of course, Part 2 as well. Frank Miller's comic book. The Dark Knight Returns of the same name. And it's again still directed by Jay Ollie, Part 2. And this part was released on January 29th, 2013. Yeah. Part 2 was on DVD released. This was released direct to video January 29th, 2013. Yeah. But again, there's still, it's pretty much the same basic story, but the plot synopsis I'll go and get to because I believe I explained a little bit of things in Part 1. In my review, Dark Knight Returns Part 1, I explained what this was about. Like I said, based on Frank Miller's comic that came out in 1986, and that was The Dark Knight Returns. And so now we get an animated movie out of it. Make sure I'm reading things right. And again, this is still the 15th or maybe 16th film of the DC animated original movies, so I guess you can say 2 parts over, I don't know, but with this part, it's basically now Batman is, of course, his continue after, fighting, defeating the mutant leader. Batman now has to take on 2 more foes, well, especially, the Joker, who wakes up over his Catonic state, or whatever, Catonic state, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Sorry. Catonic state, and basically he wants to reign more terror, and basically it's the final showdown between him and Batman. And also, since Batman is, vigilantism is more important since the sons of Batman has a bit of a come for problems with the governor leading up to the president, Superman is involved too, so it's also a big final showdown between him and Superman as well in here. So Superman is in this movie. It's still a Batman movie, but Superman is in this movie as well. So basically it's Batman, trying to still save Gotham, trying to still keep it safe, and, continue his legacy, basically. And that's, basically what the movie is about. So hopefully you guys can see me well. Sorry, but talking about open my blinds is way too bright. But I'll go ahead and get into talking about this movie anyway. So Batman The Dark Knight Returns Part 2. So the film opens up with a news media talking about Batman's defeat. It has been, I think, 3 months after that. Still the same voice cast. You have a character named Bruno, who is now who the mutants are working for. They're robbing this guy. They're robbing this bank. This store clerk. They're robbing his shop, and he talks to him and tells him, "Why don't you try drink some beer? If you can drink some beer, son." And he tricks him, and Bruno comes, and this old lady shows up and says, "You gave me the wrong kind of food." And they point the gun at this lady, and this old lady is actually Batman in disguise. I can see him in this old lady costume, fighting is badass. Eventually the president talks about what Batman is doing and talks to Superman that he might have to take Batman down for what he's doing. But meanwhile, Batman, and just was an old lady, he's fighting Bruno, he's trying to get information to her about the Joker, what he's planning, and Superman shows up and helps him take down. He's like, I didn't need your help. And he's like, we need to talk. Okay, later at the cave. Right now I'm busy. Carrie, Robin sees him, was that him? Superman? Yeah. And Batman takes off the old lady mask after defeating Bruno, who literally is a lady you see with no shirt on. You just, you do see her tits, but they're red, has red paint on them, but she's not woman to fool with, because I like when Carrie has like this, what do you call it? A slingshot. She shoots Bruno in the head with a slingshot with a rock, and she's like, yeah! And Bruno's like, he tries to shoot at her. Meanwhile, Joker, like I said, wakes up from his state, and he's like, I just want to tell people I'm the victim. And Dr. Woodward, says, Woodward says that he'll take him on a talk show host. And of course, Joker's talking to, he's trying to get some help from this guy he's working with who has got these toy robots. And Joker's got kind of a plan to cause some havoc. So, making plans for an escape. Joker says, did you make me that special makeup? His assistant said, yes, Joker. Yes, sir, I did. It's this makeup, not makeup, but lipstick that Joker uses that can, this Joker is definitely different. He's more calm, cool, and collected, but can throw a laugh once in a while. But I like how calm and smooth he is, and has no problem murdering people. But he wants to, of course, cause this more chaos, as Joker usually does. It's mind control lipstick, and like I said, Superman is working for the government as an operative. You see Superman fighting the military, or I seen him pick up a tank. That was cool. I'm sorry to go over my reviews, but there's a bit of things going on in here. Not too much though, but interesting. Clark talks to Bruce and tells him that you need to stop what you're doing. Someone's going to take you down. He's like, nope. But I'll be ready for you when you want to come take me down. We've been in this long time. The Justice League, like 10 years ago, gave up. Al went off Earth. But what about Oliver Queen? Oliver Queen lost his arm. So, they've kind of just been retired, including Batman himself. And you have the new commissioner, because Gordon officially retires an announcement, hoping she will make friends with Batman, maybe. Or foe, but Commissioner Yindel now decides to make foes with Batman. And her first ask commissioners to have an arrest warrant for Batman, to arrest him for his activities and stuff, for all the illegal stuff he's been doing. So she sets out to capture him. Joker ends up on TV, wearing the, can't see it though, but this white suit he wears, just walking, and he's like, so Joker, you killed 200 people. I was like, what you gonna do, now? And Joker's like, that's why I'm gonna kill everybody in this room. And people are like, and there's like 206 people in this audience, and he scares them when he says that. As Joker's doing this, Batman fights with the GCPD. He's got this cool helicopter that can also, has stealth, invisibility, and all that stuff. Can cloak, which I thought was really cool. He tells Robin, don't touch anything or you're fired. Batman flies down there, he puts some smoke on the ground, and and his fight with the cops was pretty cool. That was a cool action scene. Joker, says, may I keep this glass? Sure, we have plenty of them in the back room. So Joker breaks the glass, breaks the glass cup, and kills Walker by slitting his throat with it. And then he brings everyone, he's got these two like kid robots or whatever that can fly. They're like two machines, but they're like kids. And they have Joker gas, his smile gas, and he kills all the 200 people by putting all the smile on their faces. And says to the talk show host, like, come on man, smile. And Joker kills all 206 people in that room. Because he wants to have fun and get Batman's attention. Bring Batman sort of to him with his game, basically. But Batman fights the cops, and Yendo is trying to still arrest him, and even Joker himself. But Batman eventually gets away. He does get, I think, like a shot or whatever. But goes back to Alfred. They go back to the Batcave, and he ends up being okay. Joker finds Selina Kyle, who's like owns a prostitution ring now. And Joker uses lipstick and takes control of her, and uses one of the girls, to take care of the Congress, who calls for a nuclear strike on the Soviets before falling and falls to his death. But Batman, sees what Joker's doing on TV, knows that Joker won't stop. When he's playing the game, and of course he's going to go after him. And he basically finds Selina dressed up like Wonder Woman, will tied up, tells her everything's going to be okay. Robin finds cotton candy on the floor, and Batman realizes that they're going to be at the Fairgrounds Affair, that's where Joker's going to be at. Joker's at the Fairgrounds trying to cause this mayhem, and when he sees Batman come, they're preparing, to go to Robin, so Batman sends Robin to fight with the two goons, and they kill one of the Boy Roberts. The girl Roberts just stands there, and she's going to sit on this roller coaster and kill these people. So Robin, of course, has to stop her and take on the Joker's henchmen or whatever. So Batman takes on Joker himself. Joker tries to threaten a woman, and Batman, has like 3 batarangs, like throws them out at Batman, throws them at Joker, and one of them like puts the batarang in Joker's eye. This is pretty brutal too. So hold on. Thank you, Dad. Excuse my sneezing, folks. I didn't want to sneeze on the webcam and don't want to be disgusting. So, anyway, when he does that to Joker, hits him with the batarangs and the eye, Joker's like, are you out of your mind? He's like, I'm through playing, Joker. And Joker is like shooting at people, he's hitting people, kidnaps a kid, and they go through this mirror hall, and this kid's like, you're the Joker, aren't you? Well, Batman's gonna kick your ass. He has to get to you first. And Batman's like, let him go. And Batman's never knocked Joker out, but Joker is not really an overmatch for him, but Joker keeps on pow, 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 shooting his gun, shoots Batman like in the stomach right here. And he's like, you gotta get that look at later. He's about to kill Batman, bullets right out, but Joker runs. And the cop's like, freeze, Joker, but Joker, gets a knife, kills the cop and steals his gun while Batman is in pursuit. Joker goes to this tunnel below, he's like, excuse me, pow, pow. And he's just shooting people left and right, murdering all these people. Excuse me, coming through, excuse me, pardon me, pow, pow, shooting all of them. Eventually Batman sneaks them on in the water, and the boat knocks the boat up. He's like, come on, let's have this final fight. So she's gonna have this epic battle. Meanwhile, they'll carry Robin, fights Joker's henchman. He gets caught, like, on a wheel or whatever on the roller coaster, and ends up, getting killed to death. He does feel responsible for the acts Joker committed. He's like, come on, Batman, we've been through this for years. I murder people, I have fun, and we play the game over again. Him and Joker are fighting. So he basically, Joker's got a knife and is stabbing at Batman. He does stab Batman, and Batman's at his neck, and he's like, Joker's like stabbing Batman in the stomach. And then Batman in front of people breaks Joker's neck, and Joker then tells Batman about that, and it says, I finally made you lose, I finally made you snap. I was like, they're going to hunt you down and kill you for it. And he's like, see you in hell. One day I puts a bomb. I'm sure his brother should have looked at them. So Batman, can't walk because again he's been stabbed a couple times. So and up there with age, and he's been stabbed, so he's like passes out for a while. Wakes up to see the GCPD, Commissioner Yindle after him. So Batman sneaks away. They see Joker dead. Now Batman is being branded now a murderer, so cops are really going to be after him or even kill him. Batman fights his way out of there. They do shoot at Batman. Batman, gets nervous because he has to pull this trap to get out of there by shooting this bomb or whatever. But he's like nervous at first because Batman's not ready to shot because Batman doesn't like guns. Remember, his parents were murdered by a gun. But he's able to get out of there. Eventually, Carrie saves him. She is able to shoot some of the weapons at the police and get out of there. But every time Yindle tries to come up against Batman, Batman just punches her away and punches her glasses off. Superman, meanwhile, I like his fight with the Russians where he uses heat vision on a ship and then just breaks it. Superman deflects a Soviet nuclear missile, which the Russians are trying to attack America with, I guess, something like that. But Superman grabs the missile and it blows up. And what's creepy about it, though, I don't know, no picture here, but when Superman does this, he looks like a skeleton, or half his body looks just really disfigured, horribly. Pretty creepy to look at. And, when Superman goes to touch the plant life, and somewhat like the sunrise comes back up, but it does hurt him for a good while. Leaves him weak for a little bit, badly injured. Even though the detonation creates an electronic blast, which all the city and power of Gotham goes out, wipes it all out in the U.S., causes a nuclear winter. The city descends into chaos with people robbing banks, robbing stores and stuff. Batman and Robin, really the sons of Batman are trying to stop the fights and says, we won't do this with guns. We'll do it silently. Guns are too loud and messy. We're going to fight in my way. And it's cool seeing Batman ride a horse. Kelly's, she's freaked out at first. But who could blame her? I'd be a little scared to ride a horse too, to be honest. Batman does restore her. Jim Gordon is going out for her since he's retired. Trying to, his wife probably sends him out for shopping. Groceries, but during this chaos happens. He tries to get people to help, but he trying to tell people, these are homes that are burning down. Gordon, has to point off his gun, shoot his gun off, and like, look, we can either have roof over our heads tomorrow or not. So we gotta stand and help each other. So, Gordon was able to rally these people together to go to the fire hydrants and get buckets and waters and till the fire department eventually shows up. And Gordon thinks that his wife might have died. So Barbara, but this building blows up in front of his face. Barbara's like, Jim, and she's alright, and they embrace, hug, and she's fine. Yindle eventually accepts that Batman has become powerful right now, so she won't go up against him anymore. Gotham City becomes like the safest place in America, which I guess embarrasses the president or whatever. And so the president says, Batman's too much of a vigilante, should be taken over, so he sends Superman to stop Batman. And Bruce is teaching Kelly to ride a horse. Meanwhile, Superman puts heat vision on the ground, saying, where we're going to meet at, fight. And he asks Oliver Queen for help, but Batman's like, crime alley. And of course, he doesn't have to tell Superman that Superman has super hearing, so he can, I'm sure, hurt him. Batman wears this extra frame suit, this armor suit, which really looks awesome. I have to say this fight is definitely better done than Batman vs. Superman, because this is like a build-up. Because, see, Batman is a vigilante, and he's restoring order in Gotham City, fighting for justice. Superman does too, but Superman does it differently, because he's not a vigilante. Superman listens to order. He obeys orders. He serves the blow, while Batman is a vigilante and is an outlaw. So that's the difference between them. Because Superman is lighthearted, Batman is dark. But they both have the same goals for justice. They just do it differently. They just have different ways of what they do. But again, he has Oliver Queen for help, and I think I don't read the comics, but I think the old Oliver Queen, he's got like one arm missing. Even he says that, I want to get back at him. Like, is he playing Superman for it? For some reason. And even says that, his arm, the one that he doesn't have anymore, especially in the snow, when it freezes, it hurts most. But, even Alfred's like, Batman, telling Bruce, he'll kill you, Batman, he'll kill you, Bruce. He's like, well, he's weak, and, you see him pick up a car, they go have this fight, they have the Batmobile with the tank, which I think was cool. Superman, is able to use his X-ray vision, but Batman's got these traps that knock Superman out. He's just to fight him in the tank, but Superman knocks her out, like, isn't this cool, that young lady? She's about to hit him with a slingshot, and Batman's like, Clark, this is between you and me. He's like, we don't have to do this, and he hits Superman and gives Superman a bit of a shock, and they have a really cool fight. I don't have a picture of it, but like Superman using his heat vision. Batman gets hit with a wrecking ball, and before Superman can attack him, Batman, hits his grill up or whatever, and hits Superman with it. Superman does get an advantage and gives Bruce a bit of a beating, and his mask comes off. I guess you say the army can see his face now. But Batman, of course, being smart, has a backup plan, and Queen, who sneaks around before the cops, the army can, the sniper can get him, knocks him out, breaks the radio silence, and doesn't kill Superman, just shoots him with kryptonite, weakening him, allowing Superman to knock him out. He made the kryptonite weak to not kill Superman. He's like, I want you to remember, I'm the man that defeated you. And then Superman uses X-ray vision to see that, Bruce's heart is weakening. Meanwhile, though, you have Alfred, who is looking at pictures, of Bruce Wayne when he was younger, and his parents talking about Martha Wayne. And he's putting a book back, he's like, Alfred's getting really old, and at the end, they blow up, the Wayne Mansion blows up. In this picture here, Alfred dies of a heart attack, and so does Batman, apparently. Batman just dies, and Superman's like telling him, leave him alone, don't touch him. Alfred dies of a stroke. The world goes on that Wayne was Batman, that his secrets were destroyed, and Wayne Manor was destroyed, died with him, but he did leave an impact legacy, though. Superman's at the funeral, Selena Columbus wants to hit him for being there, but Alfred, Gordon shows us, Selena, it's not worth it, come on. And as Superman leaves, though, and so much, Superman can hear the heartbeat, knowing that Bruce is alive, sees Kelly there, Robin, he's like, we sat her and walks away. And in the underground caves, spoiler alert, Bruce Wayne is alive, faked his death. He wants to continue his mission, but discreetly, by making people think he is dead. So, making the Sons of Batman, turning them into crime fighters, building his own Batcave in this underground. Saying that this is good enough, and continuing his legacy, of being Batman. We're just remaining in the shadows and having, these Sons of Batman be good vigilantes and stuff, and still continue to fight for justice, And since it's good enough, since he's building a Batcave and stuff, and that's the end of Dark Knight Returns, Part 2. So, overall, don't know what else I can say about the movie, but give my final opinion on it. Part 1 and Part 2, it's the same movie, but really different stories. but it's pretty much still the same. So as for Dark Knight Returns Part 2, this is still great. This is still a masterpiece like the first one. Again, this is my Dark Knight trilogy, and I'd rather watch the Part 1 and Part 2. I'll even watch the Deluxe Edition. I'll watch the whole thing, because to me, this is what Batman is. Again, this story is focused on Batman. Not Bruce Wayne, Batman. You know, that's what it feels like it's about, Batman. You know. And I like his final battle with the Joker, and the fight with Superman, which I thought was awesome. Like I said, I think it built up very well with him and Superman. They build it up so well throughout this movie that it's not set up, you know. It's not a set-up fight where Lex Luthor, you know, in Batman vs. Superman, when he sets it up, you know, no, it doesn't need to be set up. It needs to be built up, and it builds up in here. And their fight is epic, and his final battle with Joker is awesome. You know, it doesn't officially kill the Joker, but, you know, but the voice cast in here, all people do all great. The voice actor who voiced Joker did great. Peter Weller is great as Batman. His voice is very intimidating. The bat suit, the suit he wears on here is awesome. Looks really cool. Batman's a bit bigger in both, but he's still a badass. I like the action scenes. The animation's still really good. It's dark. It's Batman. It's dark and brutal. There is blood and gore in here, so it doesn't hide from that. Joker does murder. He's a psychopath. You know, so he does murder people and doesn't care. But, you know, Joker comes out because he is truly Batman's greatest enemy ever. Come on, he is. Can't really deny that. You can't really have Dark Knight Returns without Joker, so if Batman's going to come back out of retirement to fight for justice, so you got to have Joker in there. But anyway, him and Superman fight, and I like the story about him, you know, eventually, you know, faking his death. It was sad to see Alfred now that Alfred had grown old over the years, and I guess it was just his time. It was sad to see Alfred die, you know, but Alfred had gotten old over the years, so he did all he did for, you know, Bruce. But when you see him out of the Sons of Batman, continue his legacy, I think this really should end for Batman, is that deep down he is still Batman no matter what, you know, that he always will be, because that's who he is in his heart, like I've been saying. Kevin Conroy said it, and Batman will, you know, be Batman, you know. But I can't know, you know, the action scenes, the animation is really good. It's 76 minutes long. It doesn't feel, it goes out by a really good pace. The story is very good and engaging and involving. The Superman is cool here again. Like I said, Superman is good in this movie, but it's not a Superman film. It is still a Batman movie. But his fights with the Soviets were cool. The music score was really good. You know, yeah. Although Part 1, I don't know, Part 1 and 2 are both awesome in my opinion. They're both together in one movie. They're both epic, you know. But I'm glad they set it up into 2 parts. You know, you didn't need to make it 152 minutes long, but that's probably for 2 parts. It's just better that way in my opinion. You know. But anyway, Batman Dark Knight Returns, don't know what I'm more to say about it, but this is awesome. Definitely check this out if you're a huge Batman fan like me. I've never read the Dark Knight Returns comic book, but if you guys have, let me know in the comments down below. The comic book by Frank Miller, the Dark Knight Returns book, if you've read it, how it is. But this is definitely how Batman should be done, you know, and he's the center, and he's the focus of the story. So, but Batman Dark Knight Returns Part 2, awesome. Definitely a great movie. I give it a thumbs up. One of the best Batman movies ever. Dark Knight Returns Part 1 and 2 are definitely one of the best Batman movies. Both of them are one of the best Batman movies, in my opinion. Great movies, epic films. I give a thumbs up to Batman Dark Knight Part 2. And my rating for this film is 5 out of 5 stars. And if guys, if you've seen this movie, please in the comments down below, let me know what do you think of this movie. Have you seen it? What do you think of Batman The Dark Knight Returns Part 2 in your opinion? Let me know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. And stay tuned because I got 4 more videos coming up next. Next I want to do movies I want to see in 2023 coming out next year. So stay tuned for that, guys. And 5 out of 5 stars for Batman Dark Knight Returns Part 2. Hope you enjoyed my review of it. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of it. Oh, and next weekend, next Batman animated review. Yeah. That will be, the next Batman animated film will be Son of Batman. So, yeah, this will be next. Son of Batman. So, Alright, and guys, stay tuned for, and also I'll be doing 3 trailer reaction videos today, so stay tuned for that. So guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more, for 4 more videos coming up today, right now, and see you soon. So thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Bye.